Yeah, but like Viola, like the I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess like
So Sterling, what's the last movie you saw? We're making a transition here.
Yes, last movie I saw. Okay, I know the last 3 I saw.
Okay.
In descending order.
Oh shit.
I've had almost no time to see movies, but here's what they are. 2 days ago. Never mind. Red State.
Oh, okay.
Last movie I saw, only because the last episode of the last episode of my podcast.
Yeah.
One of my podcasts, The Cut Sequence, was us trying to explain, or actually maybe even ask each other, why is this movie so hated? Like, why is it categorized in the same like dump field as like A Talking Cat
Right.
and Sharknado 2? You know, like why?
I think that movie's a little bit higher than like people
Like,
categorize that as like a
People tend to
better.
hate it. Like,
Yeah, I guess he's kind of just like polarized, but like I feel like people normally say that's one of his last better movies until
yeah,
like-
as soon as they admit that, you know,
yeah.
it took people a while to like admit that. Oh, my Smith betrayed my poop jokes, you know, but you know, I thought it was for the better, you know.
He's like, I don't get it. They're not in a mall or convenience store.
Yeah.
What
and
is
they're
this
actually
movie?
doing something that is leading to a goal.
I guess as a talk for your podcast, but going back to that movie, what did you think about it?
Oh, I mean, like I didn't even watch it till 2014
Uh-huh.
because I read all the reviews from people who didn't like it.
Yeah.
And it made me think, oh, you know what? I'm not gonna pay all that money to go see it live with him
Right.
doing the road show. I'm not gonna be rushing to see it streaming on Netflix. So on Letterboxd, I don't know if you know the site.
Okay, yeah.
Like a social media site for movie people. There's like a little tradition every Halloween season called Hooptober. You watch 31 horror films from like September 15th to October 31st.
That's cool.
And you try to cram as many new ones you haven't seen before as you can. Be productive about it. Chose Red State. Saw it. Liked it a lot. Saw it a second time. Liked it a lot.
Yeah.
This was my 3rd time seeing it. And this was the one time where I was like solidified. Like, I don't get why so many people hate this.
Right.
Don't get it. I think it's a solid film. It's great quality. It's jarring, yeah. If you've seen enough shit, you're not gonna care.
Yeah.
You
No,
know?
that's true. I mean, I feel like if you've, like, we just saw a really bad movie recently.
Oh, okay.
Forrest Gump.
No.
Okay, I'm way off then.
Dude.
Wait, do you not like Forrest Gump?
Nah.
In general?
Nah.
Okay, hold on. What don't you like about Forrest Gump?
It's a movie that teaches people that if you listen to the government and do everything by the book, you'll become a billionaire. If you basically try to be creative and an individual about everything, you will die from cancer or AIDS.
Yeah, Jenny did that from AIDS.
Basically,
Yeah, but she was also a shitty person, so I was okay with that.
She kind of was.
I was like, when Jenny was dying from AIDS, I'm like, well, yeah. But I do, no, it is funny because it's such a weird, like, that movie is one of those oddities where I watch it, I know I shouldn't like it, but I still grin from ear to ear. Like, I know it's shot well.
There's a lot of stuff in it that I do enjoy.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those movies where it's like I YouTube certain scenes that I enjoy, and I'm like, I saw Forrest Gump again. Because that's, you know,
Well, the movie's so long.
It has one of my favorite
watching
shots
it.
ever, which is when it's New Year's and he's with Lieutenant Dan. And he's in like that bar and everyone's all freaking out and excited. And it's just one shot and the camera's going from a wide shot of the party. And then it kind of zooms in and you see Forrest Gump. He's just kind of looking around. He looks to Dan who's like sitting there and just like staring at the bar
And
counter.
all the
like,
flakes are coming down on him.
yeah, the flakes are coming down and he's like, Happy New Year, Lieutenant Dan. And like, he's just like, you could tell what he's thinking. Like, he's just, I think I might kill myself.
Lieutenant Dan, ice cream.
Lieutenant Dan, ice cream. No, what we saw was the do-over.
Adam Sandler movie.
Oh wow, the Netflix.
Yeah.
The second of what is it? 7.
Yeah.
It's a 7 movie deal that they thought was good for the
I
reputation.
think 4.
4.
I think it's a 4-movie deal.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
He's got 2 down though. So
Well,
far,
you
right?
gotta introduce
Okay,
this,
so my
'cause-
coworker Matt, he comes in over the weekend. He's like, "You guys got to watch the Do-Over." I'm like, "The Adam Sandler one?" He's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "I've been kind of hearing that it's like a little bit better than typical Adam Sandler.
I was hearing it was extremely like much more raunchy than his normal movies are.
Yeah,
I mean it was R-rated, you know, and it was
So he like a couple of days passed. Like every day I'm going in, Matt's telling me, and I don't know if he's like fucking with me or if he legitimately thinks it's a good movie. Even still,
yeah. No, 'cause I heard like right when you started talking about this, you're like, well, Matt told me I should watch this movie, and like, I don't know, I'm gauging. I don't know if he's fucking with me or not.
Yeah,
like,
and I still don't know. But he hasn't quite convinced me at work. But we're like hanging out one evening, and he posts on my Facebook directly, and he gave me this paragraph long thing about why I should watch it. And even that seemed very like like
reading it, I couldn't tell what he was saying.
That is adamant.
It was like it was kind of like tongue in cheek, like this is the greatest movie you're ever gonna see, blah 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 blah. So I'm like, Ryan, do you want to watch this movie and just see what it's like? And Ryan's response was, if I grab another beer, I'll be up for it. So,
that's literally my response to everything in life.
So as we're watching it, we're very quickly finding out, and I think my perspective matches with yours, that it's probably one of the worst things I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
The way it's shot, the entire movie is so cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it uses, like, either royalty-free or, like, whoever... Like I don't know,
like a buddy of Adam Sandler.
I don't know what studio is also doing it with Netflix, but whoever like owns this catalog of like generic like country pop music, like it's scored with that music.
This weird like think Kid Rock toned down.
No, it's like like worse versions of like poppy country Taylor Swift songs.
No, I would consider it like this.
They weren't rock songs.
No, it was PC country rap.
There's no. I wasn't getting rap. It wasn't rap.
Like the way they would talk, it was like bitches and hoes and shit like that.
I didn't get that. To me, it was just more like really.
Let's
safe.
just agree that it was off.
Yeah, it was shit either way.
But the other
we couldn't even tell what kind of music it was.
Yeah,
the volume of it was always really low too. Like they just kind of like put it in, and then the way they shoot it is like they must get their location, and then they have like a couple hours to do it, and they don't get a lot of coverage, so everything's almost done in like a wide.
Yes.
So like. There's a scene where Adam Sandler goes to like rummage through some drawers, and instead of like cutting into the drawers, it's just this weird, slow, kind of wobbly pan of Adam Sandler slowly opening drawers and following him across the room, and then across the room again, and then we're like, okay, now we're to a different shot. Like it was just like the whole filming of it is like so strange to me.
Well, the other thing was that it was one of those movies where afterward,
It felt like dirty.
Yeah, we just felt like we were kind of raw dogged a little bit, just like. We didn't know if we should watch something else to make us feel better.
Well, that's what I was saying. There was nothing you could even watch to be like to make it so you had like a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
It was like I don't think I could watch anything right now because I'm just gonna be thinking about this.
I just went to bed pissed.
Yeah.
Like I just got into an argument with my wife.
Yeah. And like halfway through, I responded back to Matt and I said, "Matt, I hate you right now."
Yeah.
Like,
I remember it was like a Facebook thread basically. Where,
yeah.
Like I was checking my Facebook.
Oh, and
too,
there's
'cause I was
also
that
like
bored.
a ton of product placements, like Bud Light, like Nike's,
Corona.
Like
Corona was the big one.
Yeah, there's a ton of them. Like the whole, it was probably like a 90-minute movie, but it felt so much longer.
Out of the entire
Those are
film,
the worst.
There's probably like I got 4 chuckles, 2 of which were like and then 2 were like legit, like okay, that was at least kind of funny.
Yeah,
but
and both of them were just the easiest.
They're really
kind of
easy
humor.
visual gags.
Yeah,
but would not recommend. Okay, so what was the second movie you were saying that was in your?
Oh, second
Your-
movie
in your
was
descending?
Good Burger. I was house sitting for someone for a whole month, and I watched, of course, a bunch of his Netflix. He has a great TV, and this was the last thing I watched before he came back from his trip. And I just needed something to kill some time while I did some quick work.
Yeah.
I just wanted some white noise, and I didn't get my work done. That whole
watching
night.
Good
I
Burger.
just started watching the whole movie, and I just realized like how much that movie actually makes me laugh out loud. Like it's just the lines in it.
Yeah.
Like the slapstick stuff is horribly miss, but the lines, like the general lines, like not even the oh here comes the punchline, just the random conversation jokes are
Right.
just gold. Like. I mean, it's variations of jokes we've heard thousands of times, so they shouldn't be funny. But, you know, doing the whole, like, man, you look familiar. Have I seen you before? Ever been to Australia? No? Me neither. And then never mentioned again. You know, like, I love that irreverent kind of comedy.
yeah.
It's my thing. And this has too much of it.
You
And,
know, that
and-
is a weird career, Keenan. Like, he goes from being
The not funny
child
one.
actor, like on all that.
He's just been a sketch actor forever.
Yeah.
But there was such a gap between him being the child sketch actor and then becoming the SNL actor.
Was there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he left. What was it? It was Kenan and Kel was the last thing he was on.
That was in 2000.
Yeah, Nickelodeon.
The movie, the horror movie based on that show was the last episode technically.
Oh yeah, I remember
And,
that. They go to, like,
two
that.
heads are better than none.
Yeah,
that was it. And
that was 2000. And
yeah.
when did he start SNL? Like 2010?
Yeah, it was late.
Yeah.
He came on late. He's still on it technically.
Yeah.
So
I mean, and his run hasn't been that long. It's maybe been like
He's been on a long time.
like 5
he's
or
he's the longest lasting of this current generation, considering all the rest that
Yeah.
he started with are gone.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the manager of the group until he decides he has tenure.
Maybe we should talk about a good movie. that we saw
Did you remember
recently.
the third movie?
Yeah, actually, I think it was kind of good. I mean, okay, Good Burger's good. That's my opinion only. But I
You were
saw,
the guy.
Yes, I picked up a movie at Savers the other not too long ago.
Like discount bin?
Yeah,
Oh.
I saw one on the shelf that I've never heard of. Looked back, like the cast. Why not? Let's try this out. So I saw a movie called Chapter 27.
I haven't even heard of that.
And yeah, I had never heard of this whatsoever, and it was I didn't even know what it was about. I just thought, you know what, this is $1.50, and
Give it a go.
I like Jared Leto. You know,
He's in it?
He's the star of this.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna get it. He's just fat on the cover.
Fat?
Jared Leto. I'm like, oh, body suit
Wait,
Jared
is
Leto.
this that one with where he's the guy that killed
John Lennon?
Yeah, you know I've heard
Yes.
about this. Yeah.
It's a Mark David
yeah.
Chapman movie starring
Yeah.
Jared Leto, where almost the entire movie takes place in front of the actual place where John Lennon was shot. It was all on location. I don't know what they had to go through to get all those permits for that kind of thing to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched it. It's just like a really slow burn artistic piece about the inner mind, like, and monologues of this actual guy. That's all based on things that he would write and stuff. So it's just him actually reading what this guy has actually thought and wrote.
Dude, Jared Leto, I remember hearing the reason why I heard about this movie was because I heard what he did for this movie. He fucking, you know how he got all anorexically skinny for Dallas Buyers Club, and that was a big thing. He did the exact opposite with this movie. He put on like something like 100 pounds for this movie.
Yeah.
He melted ice cream and drank it like at the end of every single meal, like a fucking like a this much ice cream, and he drank that shit.
Wow.
And like over a period of like 2 or 3 months, gained 100 pounds.
Yeah.
And yeah, and so like people kept thinking that he was in a fat suit. It was so. He was so fat that people just assumed that it was makeup and prosthetics and stuff, and he kind of got a little undermined because of it. He was like, "No, I put on all that weight."
Yeah. He admits that he would never do it again.
Yeah.
Like he'll never do that again. He never said anything about getting skinny again.
Yeah.
I will also admit it was kind of cool to see the final performance ever by a almost sober Lindsay Lohan. This was like her last movie while she was still sane.
Oh wow.
It was like 2007. So she was just about to like break the wall there.
Who does she play in that?
She plays
John Lennon.
she plays
name is John Lennon.
she plays the second bullet that strikes John Lennon's back. She plays some John Lennon fan who was like the only person who was nice to Mark David Chapman on the same strip. And she was okay. I mean, her role wasn't really meaningful other than to give him something to react to.
Right.
But I will admit, Leto's performance was creepy. It was good, and it was a really. I double took during the end credits because something didn't make sense. I had to rewind it and pause the credits at the cast to see a name of someone. Made no sense. The guy who played John Lennon, his name was Mark something Chapman.
Oh wow.
I'm not
weird.
even. Yeah, I looked at that and I instantly Googled him, and I found out that this same actor auditioned for an actual John Lennon play, and he nailed the audition. And they had to fire him as soon as they found out that he changed his first name for the stage because of that.
Oh my
And they found out his real
God.
name's Mark Chapman, and it's like, oh no, you can't do this.
So that isn't his stage name. Mark Chapman is his real name.
Real name. He changed it to like something. I
was gonna say because it would make sense to like come up with a different stage name.
Yeah.
But they found out.
They found out, and then legally or not legally, but they just said we can't have this.
What a weird coincidence.
People are gonna.
That is.
Yeah, it was insane. So apparently, the director found out about that story.
Yeah. And he loved it.
He loved it. He actually looked at audition tapes from him auditioning for John Lennon and said, "You're the best ever. Well, I don't care. You're in my movie." So he, like 10 years later, he got to finally play John Lennon.
I'm gonna call you Mick Chapman.
Yes.
Is there anything you want to plug?
I would like to plug the Oceanside International Film Festival, August 7th through the 14th. www.oceansidefilm.org. Get your tickets.
You gotta say it more of like a shock jockey type of way. Get your tickets!
Get your tickets now! Down by the pier!
We'll have to have you on again because there's a bunch of questions I wanted to ask about how you got into that whole thing too.
Oh, well, that's a big story.
We'll save it for the next time, so we'll have a story for an anecdote. An interesting anecdote for the audience.